Hi, welcome to Explorers Club. My name is Miss Mary. I'm the Storytime Programmer at the Faulkner County Library in Conway, Arkansas. And this week we are exploring construction. That's right, we're gonna read Good Night, Construction Site. We are gonna make a sailboat or sail raft out of popsicle sticks, glue, and construction paper. We are gonna make our very own Draftsman architectural blueprints. And we're just gonna color and cut out and make a construction worker with the hard hat, safety vest, hammer, toolbox. All right, let's get started. Good Night, Construction Site by Sherry Dusky Rinker and Tom Lichtenheld and published by Chronicle Books, San Francisco. I see a construction site, and what is that crescent shape right there? The moon. I'm so excited. Down in the big construction site, the tough trucks work with all their might to build a building, make a road, to get the job done, load by load. The sun has set, the work is done. It's time for trucks to end their fun. So one by one they'll go to bed to yawn and rest their sleepy heads, then wake up to another day of rough and tough construction play. That sunset is gorgeous. Working hard to help his team. What is that? It's a crane, that's right. Working hard to help his team, crane truck raises one last beam. Reaching, stretching, lifting high, he swings the beam into the sky. He'll set it down right on its mark, then off to bed. It's almost dark. He slowly folds his boom back in, and then with one last sleepy grin, he tucks himself in nice and tight. Sigh, then cuddles up and says goodnight. Here, let's tell the crane goodnight. Let's go. Shh. Good night, crane truck. Good night. That was so good. Spinning, churning all day long, cement mixer sings his whirly song. Now yawn, he's weary and so dizzy from the fun that keeps him busy. With one last spin, he pours the load. He's ready now to leave the road. He takes a bath, gets shiny bright, pulls up his chute, turns off his light. He cuts his engine, slows his drum, and dreams sweet dreams of twirly fun. Okay, let's tell the cement mixer goodnight. Shh. Good night, cement mixer. Good night. Dump truck loves to work and haul. He carries loads both big and small. He moves the dirt from place to place, then dumps it with a happy face when final load spills on the heat crunch. Now dump truck's tired and wants to sleep. He lowers his bed, locks his gate, rests his wheels. It's getting late. He dims his lights, then shuts his doors, and soon his engine slows to snores. Okay, let's tell the dump truck goodnight. Shh. Good night, dump truck. Good night. Oh, there's somebody yelling out of the apartment building there. It says, hey, pipe down. Ooh, what is that? Yeah, bulldozer. Pushing with his mighty blade, bulldozer works to smooth the grade. He clears the way to level ground and fills the air with thunderous sound. Roar! No one's as tough and strong as he, but now he's sleepy as can be. He puffs some smoke out of his stack, turns off his engine, stops his truck. He curls into his soft dirt bed and dreams of busy days ahead. Okay, we're gonna tell the bulldozer goodnight. Go, shh. Good night, bulldozer. Good night. Ooh, I wonder what equipment's next. Oh, yep. Scooping gravel, dirt, and sand, excavator shapes the land. He digs and lifts throughout the day, arg! But now it's time to end his play. A few more holes to dig and soon he'll roll to bed beneath the moon. Ah, on! He twirls upon his bumpy track, pulls up his boom, stretches his back. He sets his scoop down on the ground and snuggles up without a sound. We're gonna tell the excavator good night. Here we go. Shh. Good night, excavator. Good night. These big trucks, so tough and loud. They work so hard, so rough and proud. Tomorrow is another day, another chance to work and play. Turn off your engine, stop your tracks, relax your wheels, your stacks and backs. No more huffing and puffing, team. It's time to rest your heads and dream. Construction site all tucked in tight, the day is done. Turn off the light. Great work today, now shh, good night. And that's the end of Good Night, construction site. Okay, let's open up our packet and see what's inside here today. We've got some construction paper. We've got a construction worker craft, a big piece of white paper, some blue paint in a white crayon, and that is acrylic paint. It is not washable paint, so take the appropriate precautions. And a bunch of popsicle sticks. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is use our popsicle sticks, and we are going to make a boat. To make our boat, you will need some glue. Elmer's White School Glue works, tacky glue. I'm gonna be using my hot glue gun today just so I don't have to wait on things to dry. And we're going to put a bead of glue across there and across there, like a line. It's called a bead of glue as well. To put popsicle sticks across there. So we've got one. Don't put them right up next to each other. You want a little bit of space in between them. 2 and 7. Great. And then for more stability, we're going to put another row of glue across the ends here. A line or a bead of glue. Do one right there and one right here. And then we're going to put another row on like we did before. So another line of glue. And then again, we're going to put another one here and here for stability and breathing. All right, now we are going to make a sail that we will eventually stick in here, but first we need to make the sail before we attach it to the boat. To make the sail, I'm going to kind of like a funky number 4 here. About halfway down your stick, put one straight across like that. And then put another one. While this is drying, I'm going to trace it on some construction paper so that we can cut it out and glue it to both sides here to make our sail. Okay, now that we have our sails cut out, we can put them on here. And we'll just put a line of bead. And I'm going to do the other side as well. This next part can be a little bit tricky, so you're probably going to want to get some tape. We are going to stick it in right there. So I recommend using your glue at home. Just stick some glue in there. Maybe on both sides. Oh, I also just remembered something you can do. Cut the bottom of it off flat so it sits flat. Yep, that's a pretty important step. And then while you wait for the glue to dry, put some tape on both sides to help hold it up. And you can always leave the tape on here. If you try to take the tape off later and it falls, then just leave the tape on. You know, I wonder if you had any leftover popsicle sticks, maybe you could do some other bracing of your sail, like this piece I cut off a while ago. I wonder if I could put it like right here and help hold it up. Like right there. I'm pleased. Maybe you want to draw how you built your boat. Maybe you haven't built your boat yet and you want to plan out how you're going to construct it. Maybe you want to draw a house or some ideas you have for a really cool playground. So I recommend getting in some light where you can kind of see on your paper where you've drawn. I know, I'm going to draw my plans for a garden, like a landscape architect blueprint. All right, when you are done drawing with your white crayon, take out your blue and you might want to put it in a little bowl and mix it with just a little bit of water, which is what I'm going to do now. Okay, don't think you need just a whole lot of water. Let me grab my paintbrush. Yeah, that looks good. And then paint over it. And look, because the wax resists soaking up the liquid paint, you can see your blueprints. So this was my idea for a garden. There's a tree right here, and there's borders and a path that goes around the tree and down the middle. And over here I put V's in these shapes for vegetable, and the circles with the T's are tables so that people can visit and sit when they're not working. And then F are in these for flowers, and those R's right there are for rose bushes. I know. Anyway, there you go. There's your very own draftsman, architect, construction building planner blueprints. The last thing here is a construction worker craft where you can color your construction worker and glue them together or tape them together.